happy aloha whatever day of the week this is coming out, because yeah, your girl is unorganized as fuck. Last week I was supposed to give you guys 2 videos and I did not. So here we are. My apologies, okay? This mama is we're just. But if you folks follow us over on Instagram, you know that recently we've switched up a few things in our homeschool that have been working, really, really good. And so today's video is going to be a little bit of homeschool. No, it's going to be a little bit more homeschool than books, but a little bit of homeschool and a particular book that I have recently been rereading that has just changed the game for me in homeschooling recently. So for those of you that know, through the holidays, it's like, yeah, we're so excited. This is great. We love it. Okay, we're taking a break. And then it's like January, February, March. It's like, and you just plane crash, okay? Because for whatever reason, those wintry months they just drag on, especially here in the Pacific Northwest. Like, it can be really gloomy, it can be really hard. And so I don't know if it was a mixture of like coming home from Hawaii, going through the holidays, having that high, you know, and then the new year hitting and it was just like, so I don't know exactly what's been going on, but we have been struggling here at the Middle Shelf Book Club with our homeschool. So many aspects have taken place, and I know, you know, a lot of people that know me personally are like, give yourself some grace. And I do, but I recognize that we were just going through the motions of our homeschool and like our daily reading. Like, that was one thing I didn't have to bug my kids a lot about, was their reading and like our read alouds. But just the other schoolwork, all the other things were just they were not doing very good. So I decided for the month of March, along with my regular reading habits that I have, I was going to invest in reading more books about homeschool so that I could figure out a way to revamp our homeschool and just bring that sparkle back. I want to bring that sexy back, you know, for our homeschool. I know that's probably not the best word, but you know what I mean, okay? My millennial mamas, you know what I mean. So I wanted to bring that sexy back for myself, for my sanity, for my kids, you know? And I wanted to figure out a way that we could just switch things up just a little bit. Not so that it's completely drastic, but I needed to figure out a way to get to my kids so that we understood that homeschooling is more than just a workbook. It's more than just, you know, reading. It's more than that. There's magic to it, and that you can learn about anything you want, literally. So the book that I'm going to be talking about today is none other than The Brave Learner by Julie Bogart. Now, if you've been following me over on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, I talk all things mom encouragement. I'm also a freaking clown on there. Like, that's just my personality. I'm very, like, I'm as transparent as I can be. What you see is what you get. So I recently posted in my stories that I've been rereading this book. This book I actually picked up before we started our homeschool 2 years ago. And I read through it and I highlighted it, and even then it was like, oh, this book is amazing. But I picked it up, something called me to it, and I was like, I'm gonna reread this book. So that's what I've been doing. I'm halfway through it. It's been like 2 days. I'm halfway through it, and all of these tabs, that's from this time around. I have highlighted over the highlighted things that I went through the first time around. So like the green and the yellow, that's from the first time. All the blue and the underline with the pen and the little annotations, that's from this time around. All of these tabs, like, this book has literally become my homeschool Bible, okay? That's how big this book is to me right now. It has given me a different outlook on making school magical again. Like, Julie Bogart uses the word enchantment, bringing back enchantment, or bringing into your homeschool, just bringing enchantment and making things magical for your kids, and making it to a point where their curiosity above all else is like fed. Feeding their curiosities and going with the flow, letting your child really like lead you into what they want to learn. So this video is not sponsored, but I think Miss Julie Bogart is absolutely amazing. You also may know her as the Brave Writer. This book is worth every penny, okay? Because recently I followed some of the things that she recommended, and I kid you not, my kids think I'm fucking amazing right now, okay? They're like, oh my god, my mom's so cool. Yeah, that's a little over exaggerated, but because of this book, because of her and the tips and the things that she's been talking about and those aha moments that have been going off in my head, we decided to switch things up for our homeschool by utilizing binders. Not only that, we're using Minecraft as part of our homeschool, and this is something that we didn't really do Minecraft in this house. Like my kids know about it, they've had it, you know, before, and they've talked about it, wanting it more recently, and I was just kind of like, I don't know enough about it, so no, the answer's no. And after reading this book, I was like, you know what, okay, we're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys kind of, you know, Jesus take the wheel. I'm gonna let my kiddos take the wheel on this one. And once I sat down and had them explain it to me, like, I just saw this like sparkle in my kiddos' eyes, and I was like, okay, well, how can we go ahead and use this in our homeschool? So we've revamped a few things, and one of those things was adding Minecraft to our homeschool, as well as using binders to kind of help us get through our homeschool day. That will be in another video for my older kiddos, but today's video I'm going to talk all about the binder that I'm using for my son, who is like 4 years old, so like pre-K, preschool-ish. And I had purchased before, so okay, rewind. The very first year of our homeschool, I decided to make JoJo a busy book, like a toddler binder sort of thing. And I absolutely loved it. We used it regularly. I'm very thankful that I did go ahead and put it together because it helped a lot. And then as our homeschool went on, like, you know, that binder started to come out less and less because I was focusing on the older girls more and more. And this time around, I was like, no, we're bringing that thing back out. I also purchased one through Amazon, so I wanted to kind of just show you the difference between the two. So the very first one that we're going to go into, again, you can find this on Amazon. I think I spent like $20 for it. It came with this really cute little like yellow pouch that you can go ahead and keep all of the goodies in. But this was a pre-made, and when I say pre-made, I mean that the book came together. All of the little pieces that you're gonna like have your kiddo attached to it came with it, and they also give you a roll of the circle Velcro dots. The Velcro dots. So technically it is pre-made, but you do have to put the dots on the back of each laminated thing and like put it in yourself. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So I'm just going to show you a really quick flip through. You go through the alphabets, and I'll just kind of show you guys, like, it's Velcro, the dots. You have to stick it on yourself. But it comes with it. For $20, like, it's a pretty good deal. So you start off with the alphabets. You got your numbers, colors. I will say there's a reason I don't like this binder, and I actually prefer the one that I created instead, because I'll show you. So you got your colors, you got your shapes, you have big and small, which I didn't care for this page at all because I was like, this is so random. I like the idea of it, but I feel like they didn't execute it the way that I would have if I put it together myself. You have the seasons, you have animals, fruits, weather, and then this hot frickin' mess. Okay, so the reason I don't like this style is because toddlers could give two shits how long you spent putting together this freaking busy book for them. They do not care, because my child, I don't know if maybe I should have Velcroed the top and the bottom, but I just put it right in the center, not thinking anything of it, you know, thinking like an adult and not like a toddler. But when he would yank it off, he would bend it. So all of this whole rainbow all the way through, I don't know if you guys can see, is completely bent, and I don't like that. And then you have the planets, and we're missing Pluto, and then holidays, which I really didn't care for this page either. I was like, that's kind of a waste of space, but whatever. So on Amazon, you can find this and many others like it for $20. You can even get them on sale depending on when you pick them up. So keep an eye out if you're wanting something that's pre-made, you don't want to do much work, totally understand, and I'm not judging you. This is definitely worth your money. However, if you're like me and you like to be extra, because yeah, so I like to be extra. So I went ahead last year, the very first year, and put together my own busy book, my own toddler binder. I utilized free printables that I found online, so none of these were created by me. They were all created by other amazing mamas. And I just Mod Podged it. I put it together, just the things that I thought would be good and beneficial. beneficial. And the thing is, you can take it out, put something else in it. That's one thing that I absolutely love about this. I found the binder over at Dollar Tree, so I mean, for $1, come on now. So yeah, I started off with this one, and whatever sites that I can find, if they're still available, I will definitely link them down below. But this one, the very first one is My Name is Joseph. So Jojo is already able to write his nickname. So he can write Joey. However, if I put this in front of him, he's able to copy it, and he does recognize that this is his name. So from this website, I printed this page, and it came in like a little packet. You can customize it. You can actually put your own child's name in there. And then you have the language prompts for letter formation, so how to write out their name. So we start off with, okay, wait, let me see if I can do this gracefully. You start off with the days of the week, and typically like the binder is this way on the table, but we go through the days of the week. You know how they have that days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's a song that goes along with it, so my kids sing it and he gets a kick out of it. Then we go through like our months. We go through the weather. We'll look outside the window. Can you tell me what today's weather looks like? We also talk about seasons, but not as much, but it's in there. And then we have practice for Jojo's name. So he's able to use a Expo pen, and these are in just like sheet protectors. So yeah, he goes through, writes his name. We talk about each individual letter. I can read my name, so I'll just have him use his finger, and we kind of just go slowly over the letters, and he'll pronounce his name. He's able to trace it. Again, it's just more practice for his name. This one down here is he has to find his name. So looking through, there's all these other different names, and he just points out where his name is located on that section of the page. And then again, I can build my name. You're supposed to cut this part out, and I didn't. I just have him write it out. And then I found this one online too. I'm not too sure where I found this one on, but it's an ice cream cone. It's an ice cream cone, and it comes with these printed. And then all I did was add stickers because I have a lot of stickers for my planners. So I just added his name in on there. Yeah. And then we go through like shapes, and then we have colors. This I actually found from the the dollar section over at Target. You know how they have those teacher borders for like their boards and whatnot? This is actually a border, and I just snipped it up, laminated it, and put some Velcro dots on it and added it in here. So we can go through like the colors for him. We have more colors and shapes. So really, you can put whatever you want in your toddler binder. We go through numbers 1 through 10, well 0 through 10. And then this is another one that I found. All of these are free. Keep that in mind. So like this cookie number matching, I'll tell him this is the number 8. And I know it's a little hard to see, but I'll say this is the number 8. Can you find me the cookie that has 8 chocolate chips in it? And he'll go ahead and do that, and we'll just kind of match it up. This is actually spelling it out. We haven't quite gotten to this one yet because he's not quite putting, like, he doesn't recognize other than his name. We just haven't gotten to that page yet. And then we have beginner writing skills. So he just traces over the lines. As you can see, we've been through this page. And then we have a Play-Doh mat. I actually have the entire alphabets. It's a capital and a lowercase. And he just rolls out the Play-Doh, and he'll put it within the letter or within the alphabet, and we'll just go over what letter is that? What sound does A make? Like that sort of thing. Okay, and then these letter mats are really, really cool. So the way that I use these, and we'll go ahead and look at the capital one. So the way that I use these is we will take out, this is from his toddler cart. That's Nerf bullet. This is from his toddler cart, and I got these from Hobby Lobby, and they're just basically like Scrabble tiles. I have them in in capital letters, and I don't think I have lowercase ones, but the way that I use these is I will find an alphabet on the mat, and I'll give him like 2 or 3 of these, and I'll be like, okay, well, what letter is this? And he'll say X. And I'll ask him, can you go ahead and find the X on the page? So he'll look through it, and he'll put it on the correct alphabet. If he gets it wrong, I ask him to try again. We go through the sound that X makes, that sort of stuff. So that's how I use those pages. And then this one is just like beginning sounds. So I have him tell me what each picture is, and then I have him kind of guess like, what letter do you think the word alligator goes with after we've done our sounds. And then he'll guess a letter. Typically he typically gets it. So we have a bunch of those pages. Then we go through like the body parts. So he'll he'll actually sing the Hawaiian body part song. So instead of so we go through like po'omaka, so head, eyes, we go through that. But he's able to tell me, I'll be like, can you find his eyes, his teeth, his tongue, da da da. We'll go through that. Then we went and picked up the social emotional. So this actually used to be in the very front of the binder, but I moved it back here, and I actually have to do some rearranging because after this social emotional page, which he's able to tell me, you know, like, where's the sad character? Where's the little boy that's sad? Where's the little girl that's nervous? That sort of stuff. We have more of the body parts on here. So this one was really, Jojo gets a kick out of this page because he's like, it's so weird looking, which it is. So these ones come off, and then Jojo kind of just places them on the face, which again, it looks really, really weird. And yeah, he just goes through body parts. Then we have pictures of animals. This one didn't print quite right on my printer, but I used it anyway because I wasn't about to waste it. So just different animals on the train, in the barn, in the forest, and at the pet shop. Then we have our solar system. And my son loves dinosaurs. He can actually say these words, and I don't know how. Sometimes I have to ask Siri how they're pronounced, and that's okay. So he knows the pictures, and he'll say what each one is, and I just added it in there because he loves dinosaurs. We also have fish, but we have, these ones I found online, and they were free as well. And the cool thing about this is that it's pronounced in the Hawaiian word. So instead of like tuna, it's ahi. So he's able to learn the different fishes, which he's able to recognize, but he learns them learns the Hawaiian word for them. So we have that. We have the hakalama, which we don't use just yet. When we start studying more Olelo Hawaii, then we will go ahead and use this. He has the colors in Hawaiian as well, which there is a song that goes with this. And then we have numbers 1 through 10, which again, he learns here at home. And then yeah, just different things that I added in. This is the Hawaii state bird, flower, tree, and a picture of the license plate. Yeah, so that's what I have in his toddler binder as of right now. I did kind of move things around. I will be adding a few things to the toddler binder and taking a few things out because there are things that he's mastered. But I highly recommend, if you're able to put in the time and you don't mind, you know, spending a little bit of money on printing, just maybe be more selective with what you print. If printing, you know, and ink and all that stuff, it can be costly compared to the $20 pre-made book. This one can be costly with the supplies, not necessarily like actually purchasing things online, because I didn't pay for any of these printables. They were all free. But I did pay for my ink that I used to print it, my laminating sheets. I had my laminator from years ago, so if that's something that you don't have right now, I completely understand. You are able to find really reasonably priced ones at Walmart. I think they're like $22, $24. All things that you're able to save up for if that is something that you're looking to add to your homeschool, which I highly recommend having a laminator. Like, who doesn't? What homeschool mama doesn't love laminating? But yeah, I would love to hear your folks' thoughts on JoJo's busy book, his toddler binder. Are you the type that would like to pick up a pre-made one, or are you a little extra like I am and you like to put things together yourself? Let me know in the comments down below if this video was helpful. If this is the type of videos that you would like to see more of here on the Middle Shelf Book Club, I would absolutely love to know. If you could go ahead and comment down below and let me know that. I think I just repeated that like 3 times. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking it out and watching this video. I cannot thank you guys enough just for all of your aloha that you guys have been showing and your patience with me and my video schedules. I have been a hot mess. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!